Joseph Murphy unlocked one of the most powerful secrets to manifestation, yet his teachings only revealed half the equation. His best-selling works captivated millions, showing them how to use the subconscious mind to attract wealth, success, and abundance. But why do so many followers of his method still struggle? Why do some people see miraculous results while others, despite their best efforts, remain stuck in the same reality? The reason is simple. Murphy's formula is incomplete. What if the subconscious mind isn't the final frontier of manifestation? What if there's an even higher level of consciousness, one that doesn't just influence reality but directly creates it? A level that bridges the conscious and subconscious, removing resistance and unlocking effortless manifestation? This missing key is what separates those who achieve results beyond their imagination from those who find themselves endlessly visualizing with little to no change. The truth is, the subconscious mind is incredibly powerful, but it operates on programming. It takes orders, stores beliefs, and reshapes reality based on past conditioning. However, this process has limitations. If you've ever felt blocked, if you've ever repeated affirmations but seen no change, it's not because you lack belief, it's because the subconscious alone isn't enough. Murphy hinted at something deeper. He understood that the mind is layered, that reality is influenced by more than just suggestion and repetition. But there was a bridge he never fully crossed, a connection he never fully explained. Today, that missing piece is being revealed. By the end of this video, you'll understand why subconscious programming alone won't bring lasting transformation. You'll see why people who follow Murphy's teachings with discipline still fall short. And more importantly, you'll uncover the actual formula that activates manifestation at the highest level. This is the hidden force beyond the subconscious, the superconscious mind. The superconscious doesn't take orders like the subconscious. Creates orders. It isn't bound by memory, conditioning, or past limitations. It operates beyond logic, beyond affirmations, beyond visualization. It is the realm where manifestation happens instantly, where you don't need to fight against doubt, rewrite limiting beliefs, or convince yourself of a new reality. Instead, reality bends to match the frequency of the superconscious command. This is the reason why some people effortlessly attract wealth while others struggle. It's why some people manifest success without any apparent effort while others affirm and visualize with no results. It's not about trying harder. It's about activating a level of consciousness that bypasses struggle altogether. Murphy's teachings set the foundation, but the real transformation happens when you move beyond the subconscious into the superconscious. And once you understand this missing key, manifestation will no longer be a slow, uncertain process. It will become an automatic, effortless reality. Let's begin. Joseph Murphy revolutionized the way people understood manifestation. His teachings focused on the immense power of the subconscious mind, showing that reality is shaped by thought, belief, and repetition. The idea was simple. Impress the subconscious with a dominant mental picture, and it would work tirelessly to turn that image into reality. His books, particularly The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, became a guiding light for millions, providing practical techniques to reprogram the inner world and influence the outer one. But despite the brilliance of his work, something was missing. If Murphy's method was the ultimate key, why do so many struggle to manifest even after applying his principles? Why do some people see instant results while others, no matter how much they affirm, visualize, and believe, remain stuck in old patterns? The answer lies in what Murphy left unsaid. His framework, while powerful, was incomplete. He built an extraordinary bridge between the conscious and subconscious, but there was another level, a hidden dimension of consciousness he never fully explored. This gap in his teachings is precisely why countless followers of his work find themselves asking, "Why isn't this working for me?" The subconscious mind is a servant. It follows orders based on past programming. Murphy emphasized this idea repeatedly, explaining that the subconscious is neutral. It simply accepts whatever is impressed upon it, whether positive or negative. This is why changing subconscious beliefs is so critical in manifestation. However, here's where the problem begins. If the subconscious is only a receiver of information, who or what is giving the command? Murphy suggested that the conscious mind is the director, but this explanation falls short. The conscious mind is limited by logic, personal history, and deeply ingrained conditioning. It struggles against doubt, analyzes reality based on past experience, and often reinforces the very limitations we seek to overcome. If manifestation were as simple as impressing the subconscious with a positive idea, every affirmation would work instantly. But it doesn't. Something else is at play. There is a level of consciousness that transcends both the conscious and subconscious, a state that creates reality rather than merely reacting to it. Murphy hinted at it but never defined it clearly. He used words like infinite intelligence and divine mind, yet stopped short of explaining the direct mechanism behind its power. The missing key is the superconscious. The superconscious isn't just another layer of the mind. It's the source of all manifestation. Unlike the subconscious, which needs repetition, belief, and reinforcement, the superconscious operates on an entirely different principle: instant alignment. It doesn't rewrite past programming, it bypasses it completely. This is why some people manifest effortlessly while others struggle. Those who tap into the superconscious don't have to fight old beliefs, clear blocks, or affirm endlessly. They issue a command and reality shifts. Murphy's teachings remain powerful, but they rely on an indirect process. His approach is like reprogramming a computer by rewriting the software, effective but slow. The superconscious, however, is like upgrading the entire operating system. Instead of modifying beliefs one by one, it instantly aligns reality to the desired outcome. This is why subconscious programming alone isn't enough. Take, for example, the common practice of visualization. Murphy emphasized the importance of vividly picturing the desired reality, engaging emotions, and impressing this image onto the subconscious. But how many people have done this for weeks, months, even years, only to see little to no change? The reason is simple: visualization, when done solely at the subconscious level, still operates within limitations. It relies on an indirect pathway to manifestation, requiring time, repetition, and deep emotional engagement to override past conditioning. The superconscious, however, does not work this way. It does not need persuasion, reinforcement, or belief. When activated correctly, it immediately overrides old patterns, not by rewriting them, but by rendering them irrelevant. This is the real reason why some people manifest with ease while others struggle. They are accessing a level of consciousness that Murphy never fully explained. So, if Murphy knew about the superconscious, why didn't he explicitly teach it? The answer lies in the time period in which he wrote. His work was rooted in the metaphysical and psychological understandings of his era. The concept of a superconscious, while known in ancient traditions and esoteric teachings, had not yet been widely explored in modern psychology or science. He focused on what was understandable and accessible, the subconscious mind. But make no mistake, he knew there was more. Throughout his writings, subtle hints about the superconscious appear. He speaks of a higher self, an infinite intelligence, and the idea that true manifestation is effortless when one is in harmony with a greater force. These clues suggest that Murphy understood the existence of a power beyond the subconscious, but he never provided a direct roadmap to access it. This is the gap that must be addressed. Murphy's framework is a powerful tool, but it must be expanded to include the missing piece, the superconscious bridge. The subconscious is important, but it is only part of the process. The key to effortless manifestation lies in understanding how to shift beyond the subconscious into the source of all reality. This is the turning point, the missing link that explains why subconscious manifestation alone is often slow, inconsistent, or completely ineffective. People who struggle with Murphy's methods are not failing because they lack belief. They are not failing because they aren't visualizing correctly. They are failing because they are trying to force reality through a layer of consciousness that is reactive rather than creative. The subconscious is like fertile soil. It will grow whatever seed is planted. But the superconscious is the architect. It doesn't just grow seeds, it determines what kind of garden will exist in the first place. This is why those who unknowingly access their superconscious experience effortless manifestation. Their desires do not pass through layers of resistance, doubt, and conditioning. Instead, their intent is received at the highest level of consciousness, where reality is created at its source. Murphy laid the foundation, but he stopped at the threshold of the greatest discovery of all, the direct pathway to instant manifestation. This is the bridge we must cross. In the next segment, we will go beyond Murphy's teachings and introduce the superconscious in clear, practical terms. You will see why people who follow Murphy's methods with discipline still fail, and more importantly, you will learn the key that unlocks instant manifestation. The subconscious is powerful, but the superconscious transcends it. Once you activate this level, everything changes. Are you ready to see what Murphy only hinted at? The subconscious mind has been the foundation of manifestation teachings for decades. Joseph Murphy popularized the idea that the subconscious is the gateway to shaping reality, emphasizing techniques like visualization, affirmations, and belief reprogramming. Yet, as countless practitioners have discovered, these methods often fall short. Some people see results instantly, while others struggle for years, trying to overwrite deeply ingrained patterns without success. The reason? The subconscious is only one piece of the puzzle. A complete manifestation system does not rely on just the conscious and subconscious. It requires something beyond them both, the superconscious. Murphy hinted at this concept but never fully developed it into a structured framework. He frequently referred to infinite intelligence, a higher mind, or a divine power that influences outcomes. But instead of providing a direct method to access this force, he focused on subconscious programming. This left a major gap in his teachings, one that explains why so many struggle despite following his methods exactly as prescribed. So what exactly is the superconscious? The superconscious is not just another layer of the mind, it is the governing intelligence behind manifestation itself. Unlike the subconscious, which passively accepts impressions, the superconscious is the active force that determines what becomes real. It is not conditioned by past beliefs, personal history, or logical limitations. It does not need repetition, emotional reinforcement, or logical proof. The superconscious operates on pure intent. When you access this level, manifestation is no longer a process of struggle or effort. Instead of trying to rewrite subconscious beliefs one by one, you issue a command at the source level, where reality is structured before it filters down into physical form. To understand the power of the superconscious, imagine the structure of the mind as a triangle with 3 layers. The conscious mind, the top layer, is the logical, analytical part of the mind that processes thoughts and experiences. It sets intentions but is limited by personal history and conditioning. The subconscious mind, the middle layer, is the realm of stored beliefs, emotions, and habits. It is incredibly powerful but reactive. It can only manifest what has been impressed upon it over time. The superconscious mind, the foundational layer, is the origin of manifestation. It is the intelligence that creates reality, unbound by past conditioning. Unlike the subconscious, which requires reinforcement, the superconscious responds to direct alignment. This explains why many people who practice subconscious techniques struggle. They are trying to force reality through a layer of mind that is ultimately reactive rather than creative. The subconscious, while powerful, still operates based on limitations set in the past. The superconscious bypasses those limitations entirely. Scientific research is beginning to uncover evidence of a mind beyond the subconscious. Neuroscientists have identified states of heightened awareness where the brain seems to function at an entirely different level. Moments of sudden inspiration, deep intuition, and instantaneous knowing are all indications that a person has tapped into their superconscious. One of the most compelling pieces of evidence comes from studies on brain coherence. Researchers have found that when people enter highly focused states, such as deep meditation, peak creativity, or intense alignment with a goal, their brain waves shift into a unique state of synchronization. This coherence is not just a subconscious phenomenon. It is a measurable shift in how the entire brain functions, suggesting access to an intelligence beyond ordinary thought patterns. This aligns perfectly with manifestation principles. The subconscious requires repetition to override old beliefs, but the superconscious does not work this way. It operates in an instant, through pure recognition rather than reinforcement. This is why some people experience seemingly miraculous manifestations. They have unknowingly tapped into the superconscious. If you have ever had an experience where something you deeply desired materialized effortlessly, seemingly out of nowhere, without needing to visualize or affirm it repeatedly, you have already glimpsed the power of the superconscious. These moments happen when your mind enters a state of perfect alignment, where no resistance or effort is required. This is the missing key Murphy never fully explained. His methods work, but they are an indirect path to manifestation. They rely on slowly reshaping subconscious patterns rather than accessing the instant alignment of the superconscious. The reason subconscious programming can be slow is that it requires you to convince your subconscious to accept a new reality. The superconscious does not need convincing, it simply knows. When you operate from this level, manifestation is no longer a battle against old beliefs. It is an effortless shift into a new reality, bypassing all previous conditioning. So why do people fail when they rely solely on Murphy's subconscious techniques? Because subconscious manifestation is limited by existing beliefs. If someone holds deeply rooted doubts, fears, or conflicting desires, those subconscious patterns will create resistance. The more they try to override those patterns through repetition, the stronger the resistance becomes. This is why affirmations can backfire. If the subconscious rejects the statement, it reinforces the opposite belief. Superconscious manifestation does not encounter this problem because it does not engage in a battle of belief. Instead of trying to change old programming, it aligns with a level of mind where programming is irrelevant. Now, here's where the real breakthrough happens. Most people assume manifestation must go through a process: visualization, belief reinforcement, repetition, and emotional engagement. But these are only necessary when operating at the subconscious level. The superconscious does not work in steps. It works through immediate recognition of truth. When this happens, reality shifts instantly, without struggle or delay. This explains why some people seem to manifest with no effort at all. They are not bound by subconscious limitations because they are aligned with the superconscious, where manifestation is not a process. It is an immediate state of being. The key question, then, is how do you access this state at will? If subconscious manifestation relies on repetition and belief reinforcement, what does superconscious manifestation rely on? It comes down to a single principle: alignment. Alignment is not about belief, it is about resonance. The superconscious does not require you to convince yourself of anything. It simply responds when you are in a state of perfect congruence with the reality you desire. This is why people who have spontaneous breakthroughs, sudden insights, or moments of complete certainty often experience rapid manifestation, without even trying. So how do you enter this state on command? In the next segment, we will explore the manifestation hierarchy, the structure that explains why the superconscious transcends the limitations of the subconscious, and how to shift into this level effortlessly. More importantly, you will learn why traditional manifestation methods actually slow down the process, and what you can do instead to activate the superconscious instantly. Once you understand this, manifestation will no longer be a question of effort or struggle. You will see why visualization, affirmations, and subconscious reprogramming, while useful, are unnecessary once you access the source of creation itself. This is the turning point. If you have ever wondered why some people manifest with ease while others struggle endlessly, the answer is coming next. Are you ready to step beyond subconscious manifestation into the level where reality bends instantly? If subconscious manifestation has limitations, then how does the superconscious bypass those restrictions entirely? The answer lies in the manifestation hierarchy, a structure that determines how reality is shaped from intention to physical form. Understanding this hierarchy is the key to unlocking the missing 50% of manifestation that Murphy never fully revealed. At the lowest level, we have the conscious mind, the realm of logic, analysis, and decision-making. It sets intentions and creates mental images, but it has no direct power to manifest. This is where most people get stuck, using willpower and effort to force results. The middle level is the subconscious mind, the realm of beliefs, emotions, and automatic programming. It holds immense creative power, but it can only manifest what it has been conditioned to accept. This is where traditional manifestation techniques like affirmations and visualization operate. They attempt to overwrite old programming, but as many have discovered, subconscious resistance often slows or blocks results. At the highest level is the superconscious mind, the source of manifestation. Unlike the subconscious, which works through repetition, the superconscious works through instant recognition. It does not need time, reinforcement, or proof. When accessed correctly, it reshapes reality immediately without struggle. This is why some people manifest effortlessly while others struggle for years. The difference lies in which level of the hierarchy they are operating from. Most manifestation teachings focus on the subconscious, trying to gradually shift beliefs through repetition. This method works, but it is slow because it relies on the subconscious accepting a new reality over time. The superconscious bypasses this process completely. It does not change beliefs, it overrides them entirely. Now, this raises a crucial question. If the superconscious is so powerful, why don't more people access it deliberately? The reason is simple. Most people are trapped in a lower state of awareness. They are stuck cycling between the conscious and subconscious, never realizing that a higher level of manifestation exists. The subconscious operates based on past experiences and conditioning, which means that people unknowingly reinforce limitations simply by engaging with their current reality. Every time they think, "Why isn't this working?" or "I need to change my beliefs first," they are reinforcing the exact conditions they want to escape. The superconscious, however, does not operate through change. It operates through choice. Instead of working through limitations, it shifts directly to a reality where those limitations do not exist. This is why some people who experience spontaneous breakthroughs suddenly manifest their desires without effort. They have unknowingly accessed the superconscious. But here's where things get even more interesting. Most people have accessed their superconscious before, they just didn't realize it. Think about a time when something you deeply desired manifested effortlessly. It wasn't because you repeated an affirmation 1,000 times. It wasn't because you reprogrammed your subconscious with years of inner work. It happened because you aligned with a reality where it was already true. This is the fundamental difference between subconscious and superconscious manifestation. A subconscious manifestation tries to change reality by modifying old beliefs. A superconscious manifestation steps into a reality where those old beliefs are irrelevant. This is why manifestation works effortlessly for some and fails for others. Those who struggle are still operating within the subconscious framework, believing they need to fix, change, or prove something before their desire can manifest. Those who succeed instantly are simply aligned with the level of mind where manifestation is automatic. The good news? This state is not random, can be accessed deliberately. Most people assume that success in manifestation depends on fixing limiting beliefs, raising vibrational frequency, or proving worthiness to receive. But these are all subconscious concepts. They only apply if you are working within the middle level of the hierarchy. The superconscious does not require any of these steps because it functions beyond them. The real key to effortless manifestation lies in a single concept: alignment. When alignment is achieved, the superconscious takes over, and manifestation happens instantly. But what exactly does alignment mean? Alignment is not belief. It is not visualization. It is not emotion. It is a direct state of recognition. It is the knowing that a desire is already real, without needing proof. This is why some people experience rapid manifestations when they stop trying. The moment they stop attempting to force change at the subconscious level, they naturally shift into the superconscious state, where reality bends instantly. The problem is that most people are taught to work against the superconscious by reinforcing subconscious limitations. They spend years reprogramming old beliefs, trying to clear resistance, or convincing themselves they are worthy. But in doing so, they are still operating within the subconscious paradigm, where time, effort, and limitation exist. The superconscious does not operate within those constraints. Here's the simplest way to know if you are operating from the subconscious or superconscious. If you feel like you are working to manifest, you are in the subconscious. If you feel like you are choosing your reality, you are in the superconscious. Manifestation at the superconscious level happens effortlessly because it does not require change. It only requires recognition. Now, this leads to the most critical realization. If subconscious manifestation is limited by past programming, then how do you override it? The answer is superconscious activation, a specific trigger that shifts your awareness instantly. When activated, the superconscious removes all resistance in a single moment, bypassing subconscious limitations entirely. This is why some people manifest their biggest desires effortlessly, because they have unknowingly triggered this activation. They are not trying to convince themselves of a new reality. They are simply operating from a level where the new reality already exists. The key question, then, is, how do you activate the superconscious deliberately? In the next segment, we will break down the alignment principle, the method that Murphy almost discovered but never fully explained. This is the missing technique that synchronizes all three levels of consciousness and unlocks the full power of manifestation. By understanding this principle, you will learn why people who struggle with manifestation are actually working against themselves, and how to reverse this instantly. Most importantly, you will gain access to the exact trigger that activates superconscious manifestation, allowing you to bypass all subconscious resistance and step into effortless creation. This is the moment where everything changes. Are you ready to unlock the full manifestation formula that was hidden in plain sight? If manifestation is effortless at the superconscious level, then why do so many struggle? Why do people follow Murphy's teachings for years, visualizing and affirming their desires, only to see little or no results? The answer is simple: misalignment. Most people operate from a fragmented state of awareness. They set intentions with their conscious mind, but their subconscious holds opposing beliefs. They try to force change, but their superconscious remains disengaged. This internal contradiction creates resistance that slows or even completely blocks manifestation. The alignment principle is the missing link. It is the synchronization of all three levels of consciousness: conscious, subconscious, and superconscious, so that manifestation flows without restriction. When alignment is achieved, the superconscious takes over, and reality reorganizes instantly. But when misalignment is present, the subconscious blocks the flow, and manifestation becomes slow, inconsistent, or impossible. This is the fundamental difference between those who manifest effortlessly and those who struggle. Those who struggle are trapped in the subconscious loop, constantly battling limiting beliefs. Those who succeed have bypassed the subconscious entirely and are operating from the superconscious. The alignment principle is what allows this transition to happen. Joseph Murphy taught that the subconscious mind is the creative force behind manifestation. He emphasized repetition, affirmations, visualization, and emotional imprinting to embed new beliefs into the subconscious. But there was a problem with this approach. If subconscious programming determines reality, then how do spontaneous manifestations occur? How do some people manifest instantly without reprogramming their beliefs? Murphy's model explains only part of the equation. It assumes that change must occur gradually through repetition and reinforcement. But this is a subconscious process. It does not apply to the superconscious, which operates outside of time and conditioning. The truth is, Manifestation does not depend on changing the subconscious. It depends on bypassing it altogether. This is where the alignment principle comes in. Murphy hinted at this concept but never fully explained it. He spoke of a higher intelligence, the divine mind that could instantly reshape reality. But instead of showing how to directly access it, he focused on subconscious conditioning, which is only a partial solution. Superconscious manifestation does not require belief change. It only requires alignment. The subconscious is like a filter. If it is clogged with doubt, fear, and limiting beliefs, manifestation slows down. Traditional manifestation techniques try to clean the filter. The superconscious approach simply removes it. Alignment occurs when the conscious, subconscious, and superconscious are in complete agreement. When this happens, resistance disappears, and manifestation becomes instantaneous. But here's the key. The conscious mind sets the intention. The subconscious mind must either support it or be bypassed. The superconscious then executes the manifestation. If the subconscious contradicts the conscious intention, misalignment occurs, and resistance is created. Most people try to resolve this by reprogramming the subconscious. But this is slow and unnecessary. Instead, the superconscious can override the subconscious instantly if activated correctly. This is what Murphy never fully revealed. The subconscious is not the true source of manifestation. It is only an intermediary. The real power lies in the superconscious, which operates beyond all mental conditioning. If subconscious beliefs create resistance, then how do you bypass them? The answer is not to fight resistance, but to render it irrelevant. This is why people who manifest effortlessly are not necessarily those with the best subconscious programming. They are simply the ones who are not operating from the subconscious at all. Think of it like this. The subconscious is the level where effort, repetition, and struggle exist. The superconscious is the level where manifestation is automatic. If you are trying to fix your beliefs, you are still engaging with the subconscious. The moment you stop doing this and shift into direct alignment, the superconscious activates, and manifestation accelerates. This is the secret that Murphy never explicitly taught. Alignment is not about belief. It is about recognition. You do not need to convince yourself that your desire is real. You only need to step into the state where it already is real. This is why people who experience sudden, unexpected manifestations are not working on belief change. They have unknowingly shifted into a state of superconscious recognition, where the desired reality is simply chosen, not created through effort. Murphy's teachings were only half of the puzzle. He taught 1. Conscious intention, setting clear desires and focusing the mind. 2. Subconscious reprogramming, using repetition to embed new beliefs. But the full formula includes a missing third step. 3. Superconscious activation, aligning with the state where manifestation is instant. Murphy's approach works, but it is incomplete because it relies on gradual subconscious change. The superconscious method works immediately because it does not require change. It only requires recognition. This is why some people manifest effortlessly while others struggle for years. The difference is not in their subconscious programming but in their point of awareness. Those who operate from the subconscious are stuck in a slow, conditional process of belief modification. Those who operate from the superconscious simply align, and reality shifts instantly. Now that you understand the alignment principle, the next step is learning how to apply it. This is where the superconscious activation protocol comes in. It is the exact process that triggers instant alignment and bypasses subconscious resistance completely. This method has caused massive controversy in the manifestation community because it challenges everything people have been taught. It reveals why traditional methods are often ineffective, and why a simple shift in awareness can collapse time and accelerate results by 10x or more. In the next segment, you will discover the 3-minute activation practice that instantly shifts you into the superconscious state. The critical mistake that keeps people trapped in subconscious manifestation. The exact process that turns manifestation into an automatic function, without effort. If you have ever struggled with manifestation, this next revelation will change everything. Are you ready? By now, you understand why most manifestation methods fail. The subconscious mind, while powerful, is still limited. It operates within the constraints of belief systems, past conditioning, and habitual thought patterns. But the superconscious exists beyond these limitations. This is why the most profound manifestations happen suddenly, without struggle, because they do not require belief modification. They only require direct alignment with the reality you wish to experience. This brings us to the most controversial part of this process, the Superconscious Activation Protocol. This is not another visualization exercise. It is not an affirmation technique. It is a direct method for bypassing the subconscious entirely and shifting into the superconscious state where manifestation happens instantly. And the best part? It takes just 3 minutes a day. But before revealing the exact steps, let's first expose the major flaw in traditional manifestation methods and why they slow down your results instead of accelerating them. Traditional methods focus on forcing change. They assume that manifestation requires repetition, emotional intensity, and belief reinforcement. This is why people repeat affirmations for months, hoping to reprogram their minds, spend hours visualizing their desires, only to feel frustrated when nothing changes. Try to feel as if their desire is already real, but deep down, they know they're forcing it. The problem? All of these methods are based in effort, and the moment effort is involved, it means resistance is present. You do not need to convince yourself of anything. You only need to shift into the recognition that what you desire already exists in the field of possibilities. Superconscious activation is the fastest way to do this. This practice works by directly shifting your awareness into the superconscious field. It bypasses the subconscious filter entirely, which is why it works so much faster than traditional methods. There are only 3 steps. Step 1. The instant awareness shift. Take a moment to drop all effort. Instead of trying to visualize, affirm, or force belief, do the exact opposite. Let go of the idea that anything needs to change. This may seem counterintuitive, but it is the key. Why? Because the moment you stop trying to manifest, you stop reinforcing the idea that what you want is separate from you. Now, ask yourself one question. What would it feel like if I already knew this was done? This is not about believing it is done. It is about stepping into the perspective where it is already a fact. This subtle but powerful shift instantly aligns you with the superconscious state. Step 2. The zero resistance command. Once you have accessed this state, you will issue a direct command to the superconscious. Most people structure affirmations incorrectly. They use statements like, I am wealthy. I am successful. I have already manifested my dream life. But these statements often trigger subconscious resistance because they contradict deeply held beliefs. Instead, the correct way to communicate with the superconscious is through recognition-based commands. These are not affirmations but declarations of direct knowing. The key phrase to use is, it is already done. When spoken from the superconscious state, this phrase bypasses all subconscious resistance. It is not a request. It is not a belief. It is a statement of fact, issued from the level where manifestation is instant. Step 3. The superconscious lock-in. The final step is what locks the manifestation into place. Most people, after doing a manifestation practice, go back to checking whether it is working. They look for external proof. This creates misalignment because it implies uncertainty. Instead, the correct approach is to refuse to return to the old state of doubt. How? By mentally affirming, there is nothing more to do. This reality is already set. I do not need to check, because I already know. This prevents you from falling back into subconscious conditioning. The superconscious only works when there is absolute certainty. Unlike traditional methods that require repetition, the superconscious activation protocol works immediately because it does not rely on belief. It relies on recognition. The moment you shift into knowing, the external world begins to rearrange. This is why people who experience instant manifestations are not wishing for their desires to appear. They have stepped into the state where it already exists. Most people fail to manifest because they think their current reality is real, and their desired reality is not real yet. But the superconscious sees no difference. Once you recognize that both realities exist simultaneously, you can step into the one you prefer without resistance. Even though this technique is simple, there are common mistakes that block results. 1. Trying to force belief. You do not need to convince yourself. You only need to recognize. 2. Checking for proof. The moment you check, you introduce uncertainty. Instead, assume it is already done. 3. Engaging with doubt. If doubt arises, do not fight it. Simply shift back to the superconscious perspective where your manifestation is already complete. 4. Overcomplicating the process. This is not about rituals, steps, or techniques. It is about a single shift in awareness. By avoiding these mistakes, manifestation becomes effortless. At this point, you now understand how to activate the superconscious for instant manifestation. But there's still one problem. The neural pathways in your brain are still wired to operate from the subconscious level. Even if you activate the superconscious momentarily, old subconscious patterns can pull you back into doubt and resistance. This is why the next step is crucial: rewiring your brain for effortless manifestation. In the next segment, you will discover the neuroscientific breakthrough that proves superconscious manifestation is real. The simple rewiring technique that locks your manifestation ability into place permanently. The exact brainwave state where manifestation happens 10x faster, and how to access it instantly. What happens when your entire neural system is rewired for superconscious activation? Manifestation stops being something you do. It becomes something that happens automatically. Get ready, this next revelation will change everything. At this point, you've learned the exact process to activate the superconscious for instant manifestation. But knowing the technique isn't enough because right now, your brain is still wired to operate from the subconscious level. This is why most people experience only temporary success with manifestation. They might get a glimpse of what's possible, manifest something small, and then fall right back into old patterns of doubt, resistance, and limitation. The reason? Their neural pathways are still programmed for subconscious manifestation, not superconscious manifestation. If you want this ability to become permanent and automatic, your brain needs to be rewired. And that's exactly what we're about to do. You're about to learn the neuroscientific breakthrough that proves superconscious manifestation is real. The simple rewiring technique that locks manifestation into place permanently. The exact brainwave state where manifestation happens 10x faster, and how to access it instantly. But first, let's expose why the subconscious mind is a bottleneck, and why you must transcend it to rewire your brain for limitless manifestation. Most manifestation methods focus on reprogramming the subconscious mind. And while the subconscious is powerful, it operates within fixed limitations. Here's why. 1. The subconscious is a storage system. It can only repeat past patterns. It doesn't create anything new. 2. It's programmed by external influence. The beliefs stored in the subconscious were mostly installed by society, not by you. 3. It works through trial and error. The subconscious doesn't manifest instantly. It takes time to accept new programming, which creates delays and inconsistencies. In contrast, the superconscious is instantaneous. It doesn't need to reprogram anything. It simply selects the reality that already exists. So if manifestation can happen instantly, why doesn't it? Because your neural pathways are still firing in the subconscious mode. Until your brain itself is rewired, you will keep defaulting back to old reality patterns. This is why reprogramming the subconscious is a slow, outdated method, while rewiring your brain for superconscious activation is the instant shortcut. Science has now confirmed what ancient mystics have known for thousands of years. Your thoughts are not just ideas, they are electrochemical signals that shape reality. Neuroscience has revealed that certain brainwave states allow people to bypass subconscious limitations and access direct manifestation power. The key discovery? The gamma wave phenomenon. Gamma waves are the fastest brainwave frequency. They are associated with a heightened perception and intuition, the spontaneous insights and instant knowing, a rapid neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself instantly. Studies have shown that high gamma activity is found in individuals who experience spontaneous healing, instant manifestations, and peak spiritual states. This proves that manifestation is not about effort, it's about accessing the right brainwave state. So how do you activate this state on command? Through the superconscious rewiring process. The superconscious rewiring process. This process has 3 steps. It locks your brain into superconscious activation mode so that manifestation happens effortlessly. Step 1. The brainwave shift. Most people's brains are dominated by beta waves, the frequency of stress, analysis, and overthinking. Beta waves block manifestation because they keep your focus locked on external reality instead of the superconscious field. The first step is shifting into the gamma wave state. This can be done instantly through one command. I am in the superconscious now. When this command is issued with full recognition, it collapses beta activity and shifts your brain into the high-frequency gamma state, the state where instantaneous manifestation is possible. Step 2. The quantum bridge activation. Once your brain is in gamma mode, you will activate the quantum bridge, the neurological connection between the conscious mind and superconscious field. This is done through a simple awareness shift. 1. Close your eyes. 2. Become aware of the entire space around you. 3. Hold awareness of both yourself and the space at the same time. This creates an expanded field of perception, allowing the superconscious signal to override subconscious limitations. At this moment, your brain becomes neuroplastically flexible, meaning it can rewrite itself in real time. Step 3. The instant neural imprint. Now that your brain is in superconscious mode, you will imprint the new manifestation program instantly. Instead of using affirmations, which require repetition, you will use a finalized command, a direct statement issued from the superconscious state. The formula is simple. This reality is now stabilized. Why does this work? Because in the superconscious state, whatever is declared as final locks into the neural network, turning it into an automatic subconscious pattern. This is the key difference between traditional subconscious reprogramming and superconscious rewiring. Subconscious methods require repetition over weeks or months. A superconscious rewiring is instant and permanent. A groundbreaking study found that individuals who entered gamma wave states could create spontaneous physiological changes in their bodies. Participants who activated this state were able to heal injuries faster than what doctors thought possible, instantly change stress responses, shifting from fear to complete calm, alter their perception of time, making hours feel like minutes. This proves that manifestation is not a psychological trick. It is a neurological and quantum phenomenon. When your brain shifts into gamma mode, it no longer perceives separation between thoughts and reality. Instead, it merges them into a single experience, causing manifestation to happen instantly. How to make this permanent? By now, you have the full process to 1. Activate the superconscious instantly. 2. Rewire your brain for permanent manifestation ability. 3. Lock new reality patterns into place effortlessly. But there's one final obstacle: resistance. Even with this new knowledge, subconscious resistance can still creep in, trying to pull you back into old patterns. The good news? Resistance is actually a sign that your superconscious is activating. Most people try to fight resistance, which only strengthens it. But there's a counterintuitive approach that turns resistance into a manifestation accelerator. In the next segment, you will learn A why resistance is proof that manifestation is already happening. The paradox of resistance and how to flip it in your favor. The secret technique that transforms resistance into a manifestation turbocharger. Most people give up when they feel resistance, without realizing that they were seconds away from success. Once you understand this next revelation, manifestation becomes unstoppable. Let's break the final barrier together. At this stage, you've learned how to rewire your brain for instant manifestation. You understand that the superconscious operates beyond limitations and that most people fail because they rely solely on subconscious reprogramming. But even with this knowledge, something strange happens when you start applying it. You experience resistance. Thoughts creep in. What if this doesn't work? Why do I feel blocked? I was manifesting perfectly yesterday. Why do I feel doubt today? It seems counterintuitive, right? If manifestation is supposed to be effortless, why does resistance show up the moment you step into the superconscious state? Because resistance is not an obstacle, it's a manifestation trigger. Most people make the fatal mistake of fighting resistance, trying to push it away or worse, believing it means they're doing something wrong. But here's the truth. Resistance is proof that your manifestation is already happening. And once you understand how to leverage it, resistance actually becomes a manifestation turbocharger. What is resistance, really? Most people assume it's a sign of failure, but in reality, it's a symptom of change. Here's how it works. 1. Your current reality is a neural pattern. Your subconscious is wired to maintain the status quo, even if it's limiting you. 2. When you activate the superconscious, you override old patterns. Your brain detects the shift and sees it as a threat to stability. 3. Your subconscious reacts by creating resistance. And not because manifestation isn't working, but because it's already working too well. Think about it. If your old subconscious patterns were truly gone, there would be no resistance left to push against. The fact that resistance exists means that your brain is already rearranging itself to match the superconscious blueprint. In other words, resistance is a sign that your manifestation is already unfolding. The key is not to fight resistance, but to use it as a manifestation amplifier. Most manifestation teachings tell you to ignore negative thoughts or override them with positivity. This is a mistake, because the moment you fight resistance, you activate another subconscious program. Resistance is bad. I shouldn't feel this way. If I feel doubt, I must not be manifesting correctly. And this paradoxically strengthens the resistance, keeping you trapped in a loop. The superconscious approach is different. Instead of fighting resistance, you do something unexpected. You amplify it. Here's how. Step 1. The acceptance shift. The first step is to acknowledge exactly what's happening without resistance. The moment you feel doubt, hesitation, or internal pushback, say this. This resistance means my manifestation is already forming. This immediately collapses the negative charge because it reframes resistance as proof of success. Step 2. The superconscious inversion. Now, instead of running from resistance, you lean into it fully. Take the exact doubtful thought you're experiencing and say, what if this is happening because my manifestation is closer than I think? Instead of, what if this doesn't work? What if this means it's already working? Instead of, why do I feel doubt? What if doubt is proof that my brain is shifting? Instead of, what if I fail? What if this feeling means I'm about to succeed? This inverts the mental structure of resistance, turning it from an obstacle into a superconscious accelerator. Step 3. The resistance magnetization technique. This is the most powerful technique for turning resistance into manifestation fuel. Instead of trying to escape resistance, you say, I welcome this resistance because it strengthens my manifestation power. Then you do something completely unexpected. You try to intensify the resistance on purpose. Yes, you actually invite it to grow stronger. Why does this work? Because resistance only exists as a reaction against your energy. When you stop fighting and instead amplify it, your brain gets confused. It no longer has anything to push against. The resistance collapses instantly. Your manifestation speeds up. This is why advanced manifestors experience breakthroughs right after deep resistance, because they stop fearing it and start using it. Now that you understand how to turn resistance into an amplifier, there's one last secret to sealing manifestation into reality. Most people unknowingly sabotage their manifestations because they use the wrong language patterns. Certain words trigger subconscious resistance, while others act as superconscious activators. And in the next segment, you'll discover why traditional affirmations actually create resistance. The exact word structures that bypass the subconscious and command the superconscious. The surprising language pattern that makes manifestation effortless. Most people never learn this, which is why they stay stuck in slow manifestation cycles. But once you apply these patterns, the superconscious responds instantly, without delay, without hesitation. Get ready to unlock the final missing key. Superconscious language patterns and manifestation acceleration. By now, you've learned that resistance is not the enemy. It's actually an accelerator for superconscious manifestation. But there's one more critical piece that most people overlook. And it's the reason why even those who understand the superconscious still struggle to manifest consistently. It all comes down to language. The words you use, both in your thoughts and in your speech, either activate or block your manifestation power. This is where most manifestation teachings get it completely wrong. You've probably heard that affirmations are powerful. That repeating statements like, I am wealthy, I am successful, I attract abundance effortlessly, will reprogram your subconscious and bring your desires into reality. But here's the shocking truth. Traditional affirmations actually create resistance. Because the moment you say, I am wealthy, and your current reality does not reflect wealth, your subconscious rejects it instantly, triggers an internal contradiction, activating doubt, resistance, and disbelief. This is why so many people feel like affirmations don't work for them. But once you understand how to speak in the language of the superconscious, manifestation accelerates instantly. Your mind operates on 3 levels of consciousness. 1. The conscious mind, the logical, analytical part of you that processes language and reasoning. 2. The subconscious mind, the pattern-driven, emotional part that holds beliefs, habits, and past programming. 3. The superconscious mind, the limitless, expansive intelligence that exists beyond your personal identity. Most people only know how to communicate with the conscious and subconscious minds. But the superconscious doesn't process language the same way. It doesn't respond to affirmations, wishes, or commands, because those come from a place of separation. Instead, the superconscious speaks in certainty, alignment, and energetic resonance. To bypass resistance and command the superconscious directly, you must change the structure of your statements. Instead of forcing a belief you don't fully align with, you create an open-ended certainty that your mind cannot reject. Here's the shift. Traditional affirmations cause resistance. I am successful. I am financially free. I attract love easily. Superconscious commands bypass resistance. Success is unfolding for me right now. Financial freedom is becoming my reality. Love is aligning in my life effortlessly. These statements do 2 things. 1. They don't trigger subconscious resistance because they don't contradict your current experience. 2. They allow the superconscious to activate naturally by reinforcing momentum rather than forcing a belief. But there's an even more powerful way to activate manifestation instantly. And it all comes down to one secret word pattern. There's a hidden word structure that eliminates subconscious resistance completely, while activating the full power of the superconscious. It's called the already activated formula. Here's how it works. Instead of saying, I am abundant, you say, the energy of abundance is already active within me. Instead of, I am successful, You say, success is already unfolding effortlessly for me. Instead of, I attract love, you say, love is already flowing in my reality now. Why does this work? Because it bypasses all mental resistance and places your consciousness in alignment with the end result. Your mind doesn't question it. Your subconscious doesn't resist it. Your superconscious executes it instantly. There are specific word combinations that create an energetic resonance so powerful that manifestation speeds up by 300% or more. These phrases work because they bypass subconscious resistance by framing the manifestation as already happening. Trigger the superconscious into instant alignment with the end result. Create a field of certainty that the universe responds to immediately. Here are the most powerful ones. This is already aligning in my life effortlessly. It's already done, and I now allow myself to experience it. The energy of this manifestation is active within me now. I am the vibration of this reality, and it flows to me effortlessly. The shift has already happened, and I am now stepping into it. When you speak these exact words, you are no longer asking for your desires to come true. You are aligning with the reality where they already exist. And that's when manifestation happens instantly. Now that you know how to speak the language of the superconscious, there's one more missing piece. Most people focus only on thoughts and words when manifesting, but manifestation happens through the entire body, not just the mind. The missing key, embodiment. In the next segment, you'll learn why visualization alone is incomplete. The physical sensation that proves your manifestation is already forming. The embodiment technique that accelerates manifestation beyond thought. This is the final step in transforming manifestation from a mental exercise into a superconscious reality. Get ready to unlock the next level. By now, you understand how to speak the language of the superconscious, bypassing resistance and activating manifestation through precise word patterns. But here's where most people make a critical mistake. They believe that manifestation is only about thoughts and beliefs, that if they visualize enough, affirm enough, and think positively enough, their desires will materialize. But this is only part of the equation. The missing key, your body. Joseph Murphy and many other manifestation teachers emphasized the power of impressing the subconscious mind through repetition, emotion, and belief. But what they missed entirely is that manifestation isn't just a mental process. It's an embodied experience. Why? Because your body is the physical bridge between thought and reality. Your nervous system, your posture, your entire state of being must align with the manifestation. Otherwise, it remains an idea rather than a reality. Think about it. When someone is truly confident, you can see it in their body language. When someone is wealthy, they don't just think rich thoughts, they move and act in alignment with wealth. When someone has manifested love, they don't just repeat affirmations, they radiate the energy of love effortlessly. Manifestation is not just what you think, it's who you become. Your body is constantly sending signals, not just to your brain, but to the field of reality itself. If you say, I am successful, but your body is tense, hesitant, and uncertain, you are still broadcasting lack. But when you physically embody the reality of success before it happens, you create a powerful resonance that pulls that reality toward you. Here's the secret. Every manifestation has a physical signature. A specific sensation in your body that tells you whether you're in alignment with it. When you are in scarcity mode, your chest feels tight, your breath is shallow, and your posture is defensive. When you are in abundance mode, your shoulders are relaxed, your breathing is deep, and your body is at ease. Your superconscious recognizes embodiment faster than thought. When you physically shift your posture, breath, and movement into the state of your manifestation, your external reality begins to shift instantly. This technique is what separates people who manifest effortlessly from those who struggle. It works because your body cannot tell the difference between real and imagined experiences, as long as you embody the experience fully. Here's how to do it. 1. find the physical signature of your desired reality. Close your eyes and ask yourself, if my manifestation was already real, how would I feel in my body? And notice the posture, breathing, and sensations that naturally arise. 2. Shift into that state consciously. Adjust your posture to match the confident, powerful version of yourself. Breathe deeper, slower, and with certainty. Relax any tension in your shoulders, chest, or hands. 3. Move as if it's already done. Walk, sit, and interact with the world as if your desire has already manifested. When you make decisions, ask, what would the version of me who already has this do? Embody the energy, presence, and physicality of the reality you are calling in. When you do this consistently, you are no longer waiting for manifestation, you are living it now. And the universe responds immediately. You'll know this is working when you experience a specific sensation, something so undeniable that it proves your manifestation is already taking shape. This feeling is known as the energetic click. It happens when you feel a sudden shift in certainty, like you just know it's happening. Your body feels lighter, more open, and relaxed. Your mind stops questioning whether it's working, because it already feels real. This is the moment your manifestation locks in. And once this happens, reality has no choice but to follow. Now that you understand embodiment, you're about to learn something even more powerful. Most people think manifestations take weeks, months, or years, but that's only because they don't know how to compress time. In the next segment, you'll discover how to collapse the time between desire and reality. The geometric progression that multiplies manifestation speed. Why some people manifest instantly while others struggle for years. This is where we take manifestation beyond belief, beyond thought, and into rapid acceleration. The next breakthrough is coming. Are you ready? Manifestation Acceleration Protocols. At this stage, you've learned how to speak directly to the superconscious, bypass subconscious resistance, and even embody your manifestation before it materializes. But here's what most people don't realize. Manifestation doesn't follow a linear timeline. Most believe that their desires must unfold in a step-by-step process, slowly building over time. That's an illusion. When you understand the hidden mechanics of time compression, you can make manifestations that would typically take years happen in days, or even instantly. This isn't just about thinking positively or having faith. It's about activating the geometric progression of manifestation. Most people struggle with manifestation because they still operate in a linear time mindset. They believe, I must work hard for years before I see results. Big manifestations take longer than small ones. There's a natural waiting period before things materialize. But the superconscious doesn't operate within time. To the superconscious, everything already exists right now, in an infinite field of possibilities. When you learn how to access this level of awareness, time collapses, and manifestations speed up exponentially. This is why some people seem to manifest effortlessly, as if everything is happening at the perfect time in the perfect way. They have activated time compression, the geometric progression of manifestation. Here's what 99% of people don't realize. Manifestation doesn't work additively, it works exponentially. What does that mean? Instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4, manifestation follows a pattern like 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. At first, results seem slow, but once they reach critical mass, everything explodes into reality all at once. Most people quit too soon because they don't realize they are about to hit the acceleration phase. The key is to know how to trigger this progression consciously. How to collapse time and multiply manifestation speed. There are 3 time compression techniques that allow you to bypass slow, linear manifestation and jump directly into accelerated results. 1. The frequency overload method. Most people underuse their manifestation power. They set an intention once and then go back to their old state of being. But those who manifest rapidly have discovered a secret. Frequency matters more than intensity. It's not about how hard you manifest. It's about how often you reinforce the reality of your desire. Here's how to apply it. Set a manifestation reminder on your phone that goes off every 2 hours. Each time it goes off, re-enter the state of already having your manifestation. This rapid reinforcement collapses time by keeping you in alignment continuously, instead of once in a while. This creates an avalanche effect, accelerating results faster than you can logically explain. 2. The quantum momentum switch. One of the biggest manifestation killers is oscillation, going back and forth between belief and doubt. Every time you question whether your manifestation is working, you reset its momentum. The solution: stack multiple small manifestations first. Think of it like building a fire. You don't start with a massive log, you start with small sparks that build into a blaze. Here's how to do it. Set 5 to 10 small, easy manifestations that you can achieve in the next 24 to 48 hours. As each one manifests, say, "This is proof that my superconscious is responding instantly." This builds momentum, training your mind to expect rapid results. Once the momentum is activated, it pulls larger manifestations into reality at an unstoppable speed. 3. The future collapse technique. Most people visualize their desires as something happening in the future. But the future never arrives, it is always one step away. The key to instant manifestation is to collapse the gap between now and your desire. Here's how to do it. Stop saying "it's coming" or "it will happen soon." Instead, say, "This already exists, and I am simply tuning into it now." Speak in the past tense as if it already happened. "I remember when this was just a dream, and now it's real. The shift happened so fast. I barely had time to process it." This tricks your subconscious and superconscious into believing the manifestation has already arrived, which forces reality to catch up. Once you understand time compression, the final step is setting up compounding manifestations that multiply each other without extra effort. Here's how. Instead of manifesting one thing at a time, stack multiple manifestations together. Example: instead of just manifesting wealth, set an intention for wealth plus new opportunities plus powerful connections. Each manifestation amplifies the next, creating a self-sustaining loop. The best part? Once the system is activated, manifestations start happening even when you're not thinking about them. And this leads to the final breakthrough. Now that you know how to compress time and accelerate results, there's one more piece missing: the ecosystem effect. This is the secret behind effortless manifestation, where reality starts working for you without constant effort. In the next section, you'll discover why some people manifest everything with ease while others struggle endlessly. How to design your environment to amplify manifestation energy. The unseen forces that either multiply or block your manifestations. This is where manifestation becomes automatic, working in the background of your life 24/7. Get ready, this changes everything. By now, you've unlocked the missing key Joseph Murphy never revealed. The superconscious force that collapses time, accelerates manifestation, and amplifies results. But here's what almost no one talks about. Manifestation isn't just about your mind, it's about your environment. Your surroundings either act as a superconscious amplifier, or they silently block your manifestations without you even realizing it. This is why some people seem to manifest effortlessly, while others struggle despite following all the techniques. The difference? They have unknowingly created a manifestation ecosystem, a field of energy, intention, and alignment that works even when they're not actively manifesting. And once you set up your ecosystem correctly, it becomes impossible not to manifest what you desire. Most people focus only on internal manifestation techniques, but they ignore the silent influence of their external reality. And this is a critical mistake. Here's why. Every object in your environment carries an energetic imprint that either supports or opposes your desires. Every person you interact with influences your manifestation frequency, positively or negatively. The spaces you spend time in are either programmed for abundance or scarcity. If you've ever felt like your manifestations work inconsistently, this is why. Your external world is either working with you or against you. And the key to automatic manifestation is programming your environment to work for you 24/7. Imagine if your surroundings were so charged with manifestation energy that success, wealth, and opportunities became inevitable. This isn't a fantasy. It's the hidden strategy behind the most successful manifestors in history. And now you're going to learn how to set it up for yourself. There are 7 essential components to a superconscious manifestation ecosystem. 1. The energy blueprint. Your space holds memories. Most people don't realize that your physical space holds the energy of your past thoughts, emotions, and actions. This is why some people feel stuck in the same patterns, because their environment is reinforcing their old reality. Solution: identify any part of your home or workspace that feels heavy, stagnant, or uninspiring. Clear out any objects that carry negative memories, associations, or limiting beliefs. Introduce new objects that represent the reality you are manifesting. For example, if you're manifesting wealth, surround yourself with symbols of abundance. If you're manifesting love, remove any objects that remind you of loneliness or heartbreak. This instantly resets your space to align with your desired reality. 2. Environmental frequency. The secret power of sound and light. Your environment isn't just about what you see. It's also about the frequencies you absorb. Most people unknowingly expose themselves to low-frequency noise, artificial lighting, and digital interference, which lowers their vibration and slows manifestation. Solution: use 528 Hz or 432 Hz sound frequencies in your space to enhance manifestation energy. Replace harsh artificial lighting with natural light or full-spectrum bulbs that support high-frequency states. Reduce exposure to negative media and chaotic sounds, as they program your subconscious without you realizing it. These small adjustments tune your environment to a higher frequency, making manifestation effortless. 3. The people around you. Energetic influence is real. Every person you interact with either amplifies or diminishes your manifestation power. This isn't about being judgmental. It's about energetic alignment. If you constantly surround yourself with people who doubt your vision, negative thinkers who reinforce limitation, energy vampires who drain your focus, then your superconscious absorbs that frequency whether you realize it or not. Solution: create a high-vibration social circle that aligns with your manifestations. Reduce interaction with energy-draining individuals. Spend more time with people who already embody the reality you want to create. This simple shift massively accelerates manifestation speed. 4. Objects that block superconscious connection. Certain objects in your space hold dense, low-energy imprints that can block manifestation. Some of the biggest manifestation blockers include old clutter associated with outdated versions of yourself, items from past failures, heartbreaks, or struggles, technology overload, especially constant notifications and distractions. Solution: remove anything in your environment that anchors you to an old reality you no longer want. Keep only the things that energize and inspire you. This clears space for new manifestations to enter effortlessly. 5. The manifestation altar. An energetic command center. Throughout history, ancient civilizations created altars to channel manifestation energy. This isn't about religion, it's about focusing energy. A manifestation altar is simply a designated space where you anchor your desires into reality. How to create one. Choose a small area, a table, shelf, or specific corner. Place objects that represent your manifestations. Money, symbols of success, love, health, etc. Use this space for visualization, affirmations, and connecting with your superconscious. This magnifies your manifestation power by focusing energy in one place. 6. Environmental anchors. Programming your space for success. Your subconscious picks up on environmental cues more than you realize. That's why certain places instantly trigger certain emotions. For example, a gym makes you feel motivated to work out. A library makes you feel focused and studious. A spa makes you feel relaxed. Now imagine if your personal space automatically triggered a manifestation mindset. Solution: place small reminders of your goals throughout your home. Use color psychology: gold for wealth, green for growth, blue for clarity, etc. Set up visual affirmations that reinforce your new reality. Your environment then becomes an effortless manifestation amplifier. 7. The collective consciousness effect. Leveraging group energy. Manifestation isn't just about your individual efforts. When you connect with like-minded individuals who share a high vibrational frequency, manifestation accelerates exponentially. This is why mastermind groups, spiritual communities, and manifestation circles have such powerful effects. Solution: find or create a manifestation support system, even if it's just 1 or 2 people. Regularly discuss manifestations with others who believe in this process. Avoid engaging in conversations that reinforce scarcity, doubt, or fear. This strengthens your energetic alignment and makes manifestation effortless. Coming up next, making manifestation 100% automatic. At this point, you've optimized your environment to support superconscious manifestation. But there's one final level that takes everything to the next dimension, turning manifestation into an automatic, effortless process. At this stage, you've discovered the superconscious force Joseph Murphy never revealed, the one that allows you to bypass delays, collapse time, and manifest with certainty. You've also learned how to reprogram your environment to act as an amplifier for your desires, ensuring that your surroundings work with you, not against you. But here's the final piece, the shift that makes manifestation effortless, automatic, and unstoppable. Because when manifestation requires effort, it remains inconsistent. The ultimate goal is to make manifestation as natural as breathing, where your reality shapes itself without resistance. And this is where most people fail. They try to consciously manifest every moment of the day, but they don't realize that effort is the enemy of flow. The most powerful manifestors in history don't try to manifest. They enter a state where manifestation just happens. And that's exactly what you're going to learn now. The human brain operates on repetition and conditioning. Everything you do automatically, brushing your teeth, walking, speaking, was once something you had to learn. But over time, it became unconscious, effortless, and automatic. Manifestation works the same way. If you repeat a manifestation process for 21 days, it moves from a conscious effort to an unconscious default. And once it becomes automatic, you no longer have to think about manifesting. It just happens. Here's how to make that shift in 21 days. Step 1. The 5-second superconscious reprogramming technique. Most manifestation techniques fail because they take too long. They rely on long visualization sessions, endless affirmations, and forced effort, which keeps your conscious mind engaged. But the superconscious doesn't need time, it needs certainty. Here's what to do. 1. Throughout the day, the moment a desire comes to mind, close your eyes for just 5 seconds. 2. In those 5 seconds, assume it is already done, not in the future but now. 3. Then, immediately let it go and continue with your day. This eliminates doubt, bypasses the conscious mind, and directly programs the superconscious. Why it works? The conscious mind has no time to resist or interfere. The superconscious receives the signal instantly. The act of immediately letting go prevents overthinking and attachment. Repeat this every time you think of a desire. After 21 days, this will become automatic and manifestation will happen without effort. Step 2. Replacing wanting with having. Most people stay stuck in a loop of wanting, and the superconscious simply amplifies that state. To shift into automatic manifestation, you must eliminate the feeling of wanting entirely. Instead, you replace it with the feeling of already having. How to do it? 1. Anytime you feel the urge to want something, immediately say internally, I already have it. It is mine now. 2. Feel the energy of relief and completion, as if it's already in your reality. 3. Continue with your day as if the desire is already fulfilled. After 21 days, this becomes your default state, and your external reality begins to reflect it automatically. Step 3. The no-doubt momentum effect. Doubt is the #1 manifestation killer. Even the smallest doubt creates resistance, and resistance delays manifestation. But what if you could enter a state where doubt cannot exist? This is what high-level manifestors understand. The moment you stack enough proof of manifestation working, doubt disappears, and everything speeds up exponentially. Here's how to build the no-doubt momentum effect. 1. Every day, write down 3 things that manifested easily, no matter how small. 2. Review your list regularly and see how often things have already worked for you. 3. The more proof you stack, the more your mind accepts manifestation as fact. Once doubt disappears, manifestation becomes instantaneous. Because the only thing stopping you is the belief that it might not happen. Step 4. The no-effort state, where manifestation becomes automatic. There is a state beyond effort, beyond techniques, beyond even thinking about manifestation. This is where the world shapes itself around you. The greatest manifestors don't actively try to manifest. They have reached a level where their energy alone does the work. The key to this is detachment from external reality. Here's how to enter the no-effort manifestation state. 1. Stop looking for signs. The moment you seek confirmation, you introduce doubt. 2. Refuse to react to delays. If something hasn't shown up yet, assume it's aligning. 3. Live as if everything is already done. Carry yourself as if your manifestations are already fact. This creates an energetic shift so powerful that reality has no choice but to reflect your inner state. Once you master this, manifestation becomes as effortless as breathing. Once you complete the 21-day automation sequence, you will notice things you once struggled to manifest appear effortlessly. Reality responds instantly to your thoughts and emotions. You stop trying to manifest because it happens automatically. At this stage, you have fully integrated superconscious manifestation. You've gone beyond Joseph Murphy's methods and unlocked the true, hidden power of the mind. This is the level where miracles become normal, where manifestation is no longer something you do, it's something you are. And from this point on, you will never manifest the same way again. You now have the complete system to turn manifestation into an automatic process. But there is one final level, the ability to manifest on command. This is the ultimate manifestation secret, one that only a few truly understand. In the next segment, you'll learn how to trigger instant manifestations within seconds, the hidden science of quantum manifestation, and why time is an illusion, the technique that makes reality shift instantly, without effort. Once you learn this, you will no longer be bound by time, resistance, or limitation. This is the final key, where manifestation becomes pure magic. Get ready, this will change everything. At this stage, you've gone beyond Joseph Murphy's teachings. You now understand why the subconscious alone isn't enough, why true manifestation requires the superconscious connection that was always missing. You've learned how to activate your superconscious, remove resistance, and even automate manifestation so that it happens without effort. But there is one final key, the secret that bends time, the method that shatters delay, the technique that allows you to manifest on command. This is the ultimate realization, the true nature of reality itself. And once you grasp this, you will no longer wonder how or when something will manifest. You will know. Most people unknowingly create delays in their manifestations. They assume that there's a gap between now and the moment their desire appears. But here's the shocking truth. Time is not what you think it is. Every moment, past, present, and future, exists simultaneously. Your manifestation already exists. It's just vibrating at a different frequency. The only reason you don't experience it right now is because your consciousness is still locked into a timeline where it hasn't happened yet. But the moment you shift your awareness, the moment you bypass your conditioned sense of time, the delay vanishes. Your desire moves from the future into now. How to manifest instantly. The quantum jump technique. The fastest way to shift into a reality where your manifestation already exists is to understand this. You don't need to create anything. You only need to select the version of reality where your desire is already real. Imagine a radio. If you're on one frequency, you hear one station. But if you shift frequencies, you instantly hear a new station because it was already there, waiting. Reality works the same way. Your manifestation isn't in the future. It's on a different frequency. And by shifting frequencies, you shift into that reality. Here's the exact process to do it. 1. Close your eyes and focus on your desire as if it's happening right now. 2. Feel the energy of being in that reality, 100% certainty, no doubt. 3. Breathe deeply and make the decision. I am now in this reality. 4. Open your eyes and move as if it is already done. The key is certainty. The moment you question if it will happen, you drop back into your old frequency. But when you commit fully, when you refuse to accept anything less, the shift happens instantly. And reality must adjust. Imagine walking up to a mirror. If you frown, the mirror frowns back. If you smile, the reflection changes instantly. Reality is the same. It doesn't respond to what you want, it responds to what you are. If you internally feel like you're still waiting for your desire, the mirror, your reality, reflects waiting. If you feel that you already have it, the mirror must reflect it. This is the difference between people who struggle to manifest and those who experience instant results. They are not waiting. They have already decided. Here's where it gets even more powerful. If you want to manifest more easily, you can manifest better manifestation abilities. Think about that. You can actually manifest faster manifestation. You can command your mind to eliminate all resistance instantly. Collapse time so manifestations happen faster. Lock into a state of certainty where doubt no longer exists. To do this, use this simple manifestation upgrade command. From this moment forward, manifestation is effortless and instant for me. Say this once with full conviction. Your mind accepts what you declare as truth, so the moment you make this statement, your manifestation ability upgrades. What happens next? Your final transformation. At this point, you've gone beyond traditional manifestation methods. You've unlocked the superconscious, the missing key Murphy never shared. Activated automatic manifestation, making reality work for you. Learned how to bypass time and shift into instant manifestation. And now you stand at a point where you no longer need techniques. Why? Because you've become the embodiment of manifestation itself. From now on, you will see your desires show up with increasing speed. Feel an unshakable confidence that what you want is already yours. Move through life knowing reality is no longer in control, you are. This is the end of struggling with manifestation. This is where manifestation becomes effortless. And from now on, reality bends to you. The 7-day challenge that locks this in for life. For the next 7 days, you're going to test this power for yourself. Every day, apply the techniques you've learned. Use the 5-second superconscious programming method. Refuse to acknowledge delays. Live as if it's already done. Use the quantum jump technique to instantly shift realities. And by the end of these 7 days, you will see manifestations happening faster than ever before. This is not theory. This is real. This is how reality actually works. And now you have the missing key to make it work for you. Are you ready? Because your new reality begins right now.